it's Ashley with Pugs and Pearls, and today I'm really excited. We have a special video today. I am doing a collab, and this is going to be basically my highlighter collection slash my favorite highlighters. And thank you so much, JoAnn from MVNAILPERSON. You guys probably know her. I talk about her a lot on my channel, and she put this together, and she got a couple of different girls, and basically we're just going to be talking about our highlighter collection, and what our favorite highlighters are. I'm really excited to do this because highlighters are never something that I have focused a lot on my channel. Actually, in the scheme of a lot of my makeup that I've done, highlighters never were that important to me until about maybe a year ago. So I really have a lot of my collection in the recent past year and a half starting to really get more and more into highlighters. So thank you, JoAnn, for putting this together. There's going to be a couple of other ladies, so please check their links in the down bar. I'm really excited myself because some of these girls I don't already follow, so I'm really excited to follow them and kind of see what their favorites are and see if I can find some new highlighters. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so I'm not even sure how to really start this or what order I should go in, but basically I have high-end, I have drugstore, I have indie to share with you, and I have cream, mostly powder, but you can definitely tell that I stick to a certain type of shade with my highlighters because you're going to start to see a trend. I'm going to swatch them all in my arm so you can kind of see them all together. I'm going to tell you some that are similar to others as well, but we're going to go ahead and start off with one that is one that I love the packaging. I really tried hard to get this one. You can actually still get it because, to be honest, this one is actually not that great. I know we're not starting out on the top. We're gonna start out at the bottom. This is in the shade Golden Gloves, and it's supposed to be a skin glow. And this is actually from Sonia Kashuk at Target, and this is from the Knockout Beauty. Now, you guys know that I do like to work out. I actually like to box. So when I saw the packaging, I was like, oh, Knockout boxing gloves, this has got to be for me. It just leaves so much to be desired. And you guys, the packaging is so good, so good. So in the mirror, it actually says, "You are beautiful." So I love that. That's really cute. And then look at the imprint. It has the KO Knockout with the gloves. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it looks gorgeous in the pan. It actually looks like a really nice like satin. Well, I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you. And it feels somewhat soft, and you can definitely see like, okay, there's some pigment there. And even when I swipe it, you're going to be like, okay, I definitely see the pigment. But for some reason, this doesn't provide any real good highlighting powder. It just kind of sinks into my skin and you can't really tell that it's there. It just seems like another powder. And again, like you can kind of see it a little bit reflecting in the light, but it's definitely not my favorite, but I do think it is beautifully packaged. It looks beautiful, but this one kind of left me to desire a lot more. Let's talk about some ones that are maybe a little bit more exciting than that one. So I've got two ColourPop ones to show you, and the first one is in the shade Butterfly Beach. And I actually don't use these enough. The formula on ColourPop is so good. I believe these are $8, so they're extremely affordable. So this is what this one looks like. It's kind of like a beigey kind of taupe with a little bit of kind of slight rose gold to it. The texture is super creamy. I very much like these, and they're very nice and subtle, and it definitely has a nice glow and kind of a nice sparkle to it. It gives you much more of that like reflector color than this does. This gives me none. So next to Butterfly Beach, I'm going to swatch Santos. This is another ColourPop shadow. Again, very similar, to be honest. This one's a little bit more darker rose gold, and this one to me is really more of a, I really need to wear this one when I'm a little bit darker because this one definitely has a little bit more of a stronger pigment. As you can see, it's like a little bit darker, a little bit of a darker shade. So this is Santos. Just to compare them next to each other because they're very similar. Butterfly Beach is just a little bit lighter, and this is Santos, a little bit darker. So just so you can compare. But the formulas on these are phenomenal for $8. It's such a beautiful, like soft cream to powder texture. Next up, let's talk about some cream highlighters. So with cream highlighters, I definitely think they give you really good pigment. One thing that I find really difficult with cream liners is though, sometimes they're harder to buff out just because when they go on and they stay pretty well. So you have to work pretty hard to get them buffed out. The first one I have is from Trust Fund Beauty. This is called That Glow Though, which to me the name, I just want to say the name over and over again because I think it's so funny. This one's actually like a really pretty, it's kind of got like a slight peachy tone to it. So let me go ahead and swatch this one for you. The good thing about this is you definitely can get the application where you want it to go, but it's just like I said, you have to spend a little bit more effort buffing it out. But this is a pretty one. I would say this is definitely like a different one from the rest of mine. Like I said, a little bit lighter and a little bit more pink. Now, next up, I got this from my Tartelets kit. This is a sculpt and highlight stick. So you have actually a contour on the left. I really don't like the contour because it's just too much of an orange brown for me. But the highlight is actually not bad. Again, this one is just really difficult to blend out. It definitely shows up. And this one's more of like a really light, more of like a white toned, a white toned highlighter. Probably one of the lighter ones that I have. So guys, next up we're going to talk about some higher end highlighters, and one that I actually dug out of my collection. This is the first highlighter that I ever purchased, and I've actually had this in my collection for years and I really don't use it. So when I was kind of digging through my products, I was really surprised to see how much I loved this and how much I really had missed it. It's an absolute gorgeous color. This is the Laura Mercier in the shade Starlit Mosaic, and this is called a shimmer block. So again, I purchased this so long ago. I don't know if this is still available or if they have something in its place, but this one is just a really pretty kind of light champagne-y pink highlighter, and I just really like it. I think it gives just a beautiful glow, just a little bit different. It's more of like a light peachy glow. So the rest of my high-end highlighters are by Becca, and I don't think that's really a surprise. I think most people really like Becca highlighters. I find them to be super expensive, and it's hard for me to justify purchasing a highlighter that big for that amount. So a lot of times what I will do is end up buying Sephora favorites kits and getting the mini size. So I have this shade in Opal, and I honestly think this is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite highlighter. I just think that Opal is very beautiful. It's not white, but it's not pink. It's really just somewhere in that kind of neutral kind of color. The pigments on Becca's products are really nice. I think like they do a very good job with their formulas. They're just very soft, very creamy. I think they wear well throughout the day. They definitely show really well on your face. So again, you can see that this one down here is Opal, and a little bit darker than the Laura Mercier one, but still a really pretty color. Now this next Becca one I have is a full size, but I got this on a QVC deal for $20 off, so I only paid about $20 for this, and this is in the shade Rose Gold, and I really do like this shade. It's a much darker shade, but it is super gorgeous. I am really a big rose gold fan. Everything when it comes to like eyeshadow, even liner, I'm wearing rose gold eyeliner. I just absolutely love it. So here is rose gold next to Opal. You can see it's a lot darker, so I definitely don't wear it as much as I wear Opal. I feel like Opal's kind of a really good color for a lot of people, but I really do like my rose gold. Like I said, I just don't wear it as much as I wear Opal. Now my last Becca that I just got, guys, and I don't know if you saw, there will be a haul coming up, so this is a preview. I got the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the Champagne Splits. So this is a blush and a highlighter duo. So I got Champagne Pop and Flower Child, and I really am liking Champagne Pop more than I thought. I guess I originally thought it was super gold, but it's actually more of like a gold pink. So I'm so excited to start wearing this one. I just think it's really pretty, and it seems to really flatter a lot more skin tones. So it's much lighter than Opal and Rose Gold. Alright guys, so let's talk really cheap, really affordable, really good quality highlighters. I am a big fan of Wet n Wild, and recently this year they came out in their spring collection with these two highlighters. So this one on the right is called, where is it? Precious Petals. And then this one is called Crown of My Canopy. This is a little lighter, this is a little darker, and these are awesome, awesome shades. I use them all the time. I actually lean towards Crown of My Canopy, so let me swatch that first. This is what Crown of My Canopy looks like. It's kind of like a rose gold, and you can see it has a nice little imprint there. The quality is really there, and these are like $3.99. You can get them on the website for Wet n Wild Beauty. You can see it's a little bit darker, and this is Precious Petals. I'm going to put that right down here, and a little bit lighter. They're very similar, but they are different. Now I'm going to tell you a few things that I personally think for kind of dupes. I think that Crown of My Canopy is honestly a dupe for Becca's Rose Gold. I think they're very, very similar. They're both a little bit darker. This is them right next to each other. I find them to look very, very similar. And on the swatch, if you can tell, they are actually right here and right here. So they are like really, really close. Now Opal is obviously my favorite color, and I feel like there's a couple of dupes for Opal as well. I think Precious Petals is close to Opal. I think ColourPop's Butterfly Beach is also very close to Opal, and then of course here is Opal. This is what Opal looks like. So I think these are the most similar ones for a cheaper price point. $8 for ColourPop, $3.99 for Wet n Wild. And actually, we're not at the last two. I have two indies. Now, indies are to me the ones that have the most fun colors. And the first one I have is Beauty Bar Baby. So this is really kind of, you know, indie packaging, and this is in the shade Strawberry Swirl. Now, the packaging is definitely what sold me. It had a really cute heart imprint and swirls, and there's definitely some pink and some kind of yellow in there. Now, I will say, you know, indie brands, their highlighters are kind of crumbly a little bit. You can see there's definitely a lot of fallout, but let's take a look at these shades. Do you see the Strawberry Swirl? It's got strawberry and gold in it. I mean, pink and champagne. It is gorgeous and super unique. And then the last but not least is another gorgeous packaging. This is Love Luxe Beauty, What Unicorns Are Made Of. So beautiful packaging. This is what it looks like. It looks like one of those rainbow highlighters. It actually comes off looking, once you swirl it together, has green and silver. And I'm going to swatch that down at the very bottom. So you can see like it comes off a little green, little silver. Now it's definitely wearable. I'm actually wearing it today, so you still see that there's kind of like a gray silver kind of shimmer, and I just wanted to wear it because it's a fun color. But guys, those are all of my highlighters that I wanted to share with you. I personally, like I said, really grew my collection a lot in the last year and didn't even really realize it. So thanks so much, JoAnn, for having us do this collab. I love doing collabs, so if you guys ever have any ideas, you want to do some more, I've got one in mind that I think we should do coming up soon. So let me know if you guys are interested. If you have any questions, ask me below. I'd love to chat with you guys. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!